This is Bob from Metal Master Kingdom. I'm here in beautiful Newport, Kentucky. Next to me is Todd Evans. Everybody knows who Todd Evans is, huh? Mobile Deathcamp, former GWAR member. Anyway, we're going to have a nice little interview here tonight. This guy is a really nice guy. First of all, Todd, I want to thank you for coming back to Kentucky.
Man. Right on. Hey, it's nice to be here, man. Always good to see you, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you. Always good to hear you guys on stage, too. Cool. I got a second point to make.
Watch out, don't get hit by the car.
We can always edit stuff. Yeah. It's been said that pain is good for you because it makes you feel alive.
Pain?
Pain, yeah. But I want to thank you for that. So more and more, my neck is going to be wrecked, and I'm going to feel real alive.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
Right.
Hey, I'm just happy to help.
All right. And I'll try to stop shaking my head all the time. But yeah. I never have gotten over that yet. Man, this was a very sad week with the passing of Dave Brock.
Yeah, man.
Do you have any memories of Dave you'd like to share?
Oh, jeez, man. I mean, I got a library full of memories, you know. Some good, some bad, some worse, some awesome. I mean, Dave, you know, you can't describe Dave to somebody that doesn't know him. Like, he's just all over the place, you know. Like, I tell people, when people ask me, I said, you know, Dave lived his life in a ball of fire. You know, the boy had no filters.
Wow.
There was no limits. There was no, I mean, nothing was off limit, you know. There was nothing was sacred per se, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, and that came through in his art. It came through in his art, came through in the band, and I'm just, you know, grateful as shit that he hired me when he did. He hired me and Corey Smoot the same day.
Wow.
And, you know, just like that Doors movie, you know, where they're talking to John Densmore at the end. He goes, when it's all said and done, I can say that I was in a band with Jim Morrison. You know, and that's how I feel now. Like, now that the fucker's gone, you know, I can say I was in a band with Dave Rocky. Like, he was an amazing dude. I mean, he was the biggest asshole, and then he was the nicest dude. Like, he was just insane. And there's some stories I just shouldn't repeat, but
okay,
and you can message me, and I'll give you some stories. I can make you, if you've got curly hair, I can curl your fucking hair even more. Your hair will fall out.
Hey, I just saw an article today that said the barbecue is going to be on this year. Are you guys going to be there?
Man, I hope so. There's, as you can imagine, there's a lot of madness going on right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of preparation for Dave's memorial and for the funeral services and stuff that are going on. And so, you know, there's no word yet. They just put out the word that they were going to do the barbecue.
Okay.
Again. Like I wasn't sure they were going to do it. I didn't think so. When I talked to them, they even said they're not sure if they're going to play it or not.
Oh.
So I was like,
yeah, because I heard they said the show was going to go on, you know, in some form.
Yeah. And I heard, you know, in true GWAR fan fashion, GWAR fans, they never cease to impress or let me down. But I've heard people now like, they should do a GWAR show where they kill Odorous in the show, and I'm just like, oh my god, it's so fucking crazy, you know. Just like, but that's, I mean, and that's pure Brocky right there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
that would be his ridiculosity. But I also heard that the day before the barbecue, at the same place, they're going to do a public Viking funeral for him.
Oh, that's cool.
They're going to do an effigy of Brocky and then put his Odorous costume on it on a Viking ship. Yeah. And send it out into the lake at Dad's Lake, and then fucking.
I hope I'm able to travel this August.
I mean, that would be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I have to go see that whether we're playing or not. But I just hope like we're not on tour somewhere else, and if we are on tour, I hope the tour goes to the barbecue to play it. Yeah. So, but I'll be talking to those guys. I mean, you know, I'm in pretty close contact with them now because it just sucks to be so far away and on tour while the G family's in pain. Right. You know, because I mean, we really haven't got over Corey yet, and I mean, not that we're ever going to get over Corey. Right. You know, so it sucks. But getting a lot of support and a lot of love from all the GWAR fans. I appreciate it.
Good. And now you talk about you might be on tour. You guys seem to tour endlessly.
We try, man. That's the only way to be seen.
How do you keep the energy flowing for this?
I mean, that's the easy part.
Really?
Yeah. The tough part is, I mean, the van is making some noises and doing some things. So, but I mean, as long as the van's rolling and we're rolling, you know, that's the real deal. But I mean, there's, you know, the easy part is there's only 3 of us.
Right.
And, you know, we try to keep it so simple, and we don't, you know, there's no, you know, no dicks, no bad days. That's the battle cry. And those guys are good.
Yeah.
And, but I mean, you know, there's no alternative with us either. We don't have a plan B.
Okay.
So
gotcha.
we try to get, you know, 200 dates a year, and we'll try. We just hooked up with this thing called Heart and One Industries.
I saw that on Bo's Facebook.
Yeah, and it's Hart and Huntington. It's Kerry Hart, the motocross dude, and his wife is Pink, the super pop superstar.
Yeah.
And so Kerry has all this crazy contacts and money, more money than the devil. So I mean, and they've said that it's their goal to get us signed and get us on the cool shit. And they're talking like X Games stuff and maybe a whole lot of goodness. They promised me amazing things, and I was like, I love amazing things.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Next full moon, I'll sacrifice a chipmunk for you. Now,
I appreciate that. Hey, the next full moon's gonna be a pink moon.
Pink moon. I'm going to definitely
April
sacrifice
15th
them.
or something.
Yeah. Right.
Chipmunk, eh?
Sure.
That's some kind of Kentucky thing I don't know about.
Something I made up for a friend of mine. Pray for me. I said, well, full moon, I'll sacrifice a chipmunk for you. It'll work.
A northern chipmunk or a 13 stripe?
All right, now you were talking about booking 200 tours. Do you do this?
200 dates.
200 dates, I mean.
I did up until about the last couple of tours. Now there's a guy named Scott Clute.
Yeah, I know Scott. Yeah.
Do you know Scott?
Yeah.
Metal Thunder Booking out of Dallas, Texas.
He's the one who told me about this show.
Yeah, okay. And Scott has been amazing. Super nice dude, and is on top of his shit, and just like.
Yeah.
And when we first started working together, I got to give him so much credit. When we first started working together, I'm a bit neurotic when it comes to this shit. And he starts throwing me dates, showing me shows and venues and things, and I'm just like, oh, but this, oh, but that, but not this place, and this guy, and that guy, and he never once said, dude, get the fuck off me, you know?
Yeah.
I got this. You gave it to me to do it, now I'm doing it, you know? So he's just like, hey, whatever. I know how it is, you know? We're just gun shy. We went through like, 10 agents.
Wow.
Before we found Clute.
You're killing him.
No. not that anyone knows it.
Yeah. Hey.
There's a town in Ohio called Louisville.
Louisville, okay.
That's what they call it. And it's basically a crossroads. A couple buildings. One building was where we play is called the Carriage House. And it used to be a big brothel. And it's outside of Canton
We lived in a brothel.
Did you?
Yeah, we did. A former brothel.
Oh, yeah. Chanel, yeah.
It was haunted, too.
Yeah, it was.
Haunted brothel.
Yeah.
I mean, spooky ghost horrors.
Yeah.
Those are the best kind.
I'll have to tell you about them sometime.
You wake up going, oh.
Yeah. Phantom orgasm. Are you working on a new album?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Tentative date?
Man, like this tour ends in a few days.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna give. Chad has a adorable little girl, a 6-year-old girl, or 5-year-old, or whatever. And we're gonna give him some time with his little girl and his wife. And then I was hoping to get in the studio like in late April or early May, but now this stuff with Hart and Huntington could prove, otherwise. Maybe we'll be back out touring before that, or maybe we'll be, doing, I don't know. There's so many irons.
Yeah.
Irons in the fire.
Just gotta go with the flow and see what happens.
Yeah. So,
all right. Well, I'm anxious to hear the new stuff when we get it. I'll tell you. Something it just struck me when I was trying to come up with questions and stuff. I was talking to my wife and said, "Man, those guys are really nice." She goes, "Yeah, they seem really nice." You guys are. Mobile Deathcamp are 3 of the nicest guys in the world.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
What makes you that way? I mean, I know some mean people.
Yeah, I do too, man. I do too. Just because we realize that we're just people, I guess. We're just folks.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not out here curing cancer.
Yeah.
And even if we were, you're still just a dude.
Yeah.
Like when you're curing cancer, you still got to put on pants, maybe. I don't know. Maybe just put on a robe and sandals or crazy Chuck Taylor sandals.
Yeah.
I don't know how or when society turned like playing an instrument or singing a song into like putting that above people and like athletes and shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun, it's cool, and I enjoy the shit out of watching a good band. It makes me smile.
Yeah.
Or I go to, we're sitting across the river from Riverfront Stadium or whatever they call it, Paul Brown Stadium, or I like watching baseball and football.
Oh yeah.
It's fun, but they're not superhumans,
No.
What makes you superhuman?
Good. They got good marketing, but what makes you superhuman is
it's just being a superhuman,
nice.
just having a heart, just talk, Just here it is. Here it is in a nutshell. Here's my rule, and I have a song called this too that's going to be on the next record.
All right.
And it's a simple rule that you can apply to everything you do in your whole life. One rule: don't be a dick. You figure in any situation, if there's any question, you go, would I be a dick if I did this?
Yeah.
If the answer is yes, you just don't
do it. Yeah.
If the answer is no, carry on.
Right.
Don't be a dick. Just don't be a dick. It's so easy.
I'll put that up on my studio wall. Don't be a dick. With your picture next to it. Or he'll get you.
I'm going like this.
All right, man.
But I'm not the authority on anything either.
No.
I don't mean to sound.
But you got your opinions. You got good opinions. Yeah.
Take the P out of opinions, you get onions.
I
don't know. Maybe sort of.
Onions. Yeah.
I'd rather have onions on a burger than opinions, though. I guess.
That's good.
I don't know where that's going.
You're living the dream, I can tell that. And I mean, a real dream. Yeah, in a dream, real dream. There's lots of musicians that would love to be able to do what you do.
What you gotta do is practice more.
I was going to say, what separates you from the ones that are dreaming, and you who is living the dream?
You said you who.
You who.
I
really
like
chocolate.
I dig you who.
Yeah.
Nectar of the gods.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, I don't know. What separates it? Just, practice, patience, perseverance. I mean, anybody can do it. Anybody can do it, man. You just got to get out and do it, People are so wrapped up in, I have to check this out before. We're trying to get on tour, but, we want to, we're working, I hear this a lot. We're working on getting on tour. And I'm like, what are you working on? Well, and then they just make a list for me. I said, well, you know what you got to do is just jump in head first. The old school sailor dive.
Yeah.
Put your hands at your side, jump off head first.
Somebody told me that once.
Get out and go.
Once my own self. Because I was always talking about, I'm going to do this one day, I'm going to do that one day. But 20 years from now, you're going to still be saying that.
Yeah.
Just do it. Just start and you'll figure out how to do it.
Yeah, exactly. You'll be out there flailing for a minute.
Yeah.
But you're either going to get it or you're not. And then if you don't, then maybe you weren't supposed to do it.
Yeah.
But you never know unless you try. But these guys, but I mean, I know it's a money thing. I tell everybody that wants a tour, I say just, you have to just keep all your responsibilities to a minimum.
Yeah.
A bare minimum. Like, you can't go get into a payment for a car.
Right.
I just bought a car. I'm looking at getting a house. I'm looking at getting to this. I had a baby and this and blah, blah. And it's like, well, how are you going to leave?
Yeah.
How are you going to go and be gone for fucking 3-4 months at a time?
Yeah. Maybe not making much money at all.
Because, that's the thing. You're not going to get, it's not a money biz unless, but there it is. There's that one chance in a million, and every band has it, because Lamb of God toured for a long time, as Burn the Priest, did a lot of shows, and all of a sudden, bam, all of a sudden, pow, he's got money.
Yeah.
Or, hey, they got money. Yeah. I just think, because I know those dudes, and I was at Randy's house one time when I walked into his house, and there was a substantial check magneted, stuck to his fridge on a magnet. We'll get something to drink. Go ahead, there's another fridge. I went to the fridge and I was like, hey, wow, what is this? I won't disclose the number, but there was a lot of zeros on it. Wow. And I was like, what the fuck is this, man? Is this for me to see? He's like, oh, no, I just don't know what to do with it.
Cash it.
They were just like, and then they each had one that size, and that was like the first money they got, first pop, first hit.
Makes you want. You need to think about what you're going to do with that.
Yeah. Because, and I've talked to other bands too. That were like, we were sleeping in the van for 2 months. Like 3 weeks ago, we're sleeping on the floor of a van, and now we're in a tour bus. Yeah. So it can happen like that. Yeah. It doesn't happen as often as it did like in the 70s to bands, in the 80s maybe, but it's still happening. And that's what keeps people like me and like everybody else out here scratching through the garbage.
Well, I'm glad you do.
Yes. That I'm too damn stubborn and old to do anything else, man.
That and I can't afford the tickets to some of these other bigger bands.
But if I know them, I'll get you in for free because I got a little yank here and there, man.
All right.
Let me know.
Right. It's good to be a journalist.
You're almost over the river too. Your boots are gonna catch on fire.
Yeah.
You go over to Ohio. Well, wait, again, Kentucky and Northern State?
No, Kentucky was like
Civil War?
It was neutral. They had half the people were for the South, half were for the North.
Yeah.
They were most of the time they spent their times killing each other.
Having spent time in Kentucky, I would say that it's definitely a southern state.
Yeah. They had the southern leanings, and
you know, you go up as far north as Lima, Ohio, and they're still calling it Lima, Ohio.
you know, at one time, this was not very long ago, I don't know if it's still in effect, they outlawed the word hillbilly, calling people hillbillies in Cincinnati. Because so many people, you know, had moved here, or their families had moved here from the South, and that was quite an insult to call somebody a hillbilly. I said, oh, that's harassment.
My grandpa always said that hillbilly is a Michigan sand funnel. Is a hillbilly. He's from Eastern Tennessee, Clinch Mountain area, so.
Oh, man. He knows about hillbillies.
He does. He did, for sure.
Hey, man, this is a crazy question. It's a what-if question. I mean, it's absolutely insane. What if there was no metal music? What kind of music would you do?
Jazz. Probably jazz.
Yeah.
Or bluegrass.
Bluegrass is cool.
But I don't think I'm handy enough to play bluegrass. But if there wasn't any metal, I'd practice enough to be handy to play bluegrass.
Okay. You know, there's bluegrass metal too.
Yeah. Well, I think bluegrass, in my opinion, bluegrass is the speed metal of country.
Yeah.
You know?
Those guys are good.
They're amazing. And Clinch Mountain boys.
Yeah.
Ralph Stanley. Yeah. But jazz is pretty hot. I like jazz too.
I enjoy some good jazz. Not the stuff that's totally undisciplined. I don't want that too.
Oh, the acid jazz?
Yeah.
You don't like that so much? Give you a headache?
Yeah.
I like some of that. I like some of that too.
Hey, one time I talked to you and I said, if you weren't a musician, what would you be? And after you said hobo, you said a junior high school football coach.
Junior high school.
Okay, I was going to say,
any,
why particularly junior high?
Yeah, any football coach. I just love to coach football, man. I just love the game.
Yeah.
And I like to fancy myself a student of the game.
Oh, great.
You know,
okay.
So
you think the Cincinnati Bengals over there, they think they got a chance?
I don't know what they got this year. They definitely got some talent. But,
yeah,
you know,
they always seem to have some talent.
I like to be I played offensive line. It's not a big surprise.
Nah.
But I'd like to be offensive line coach, and offensive coach. My dad was always like, "What are you playing offense for?" He goes, "Defense is where you do all the hitting."
Yeah, that's where you get to tackle people.
You don't know. I said, "You didn't play. You played clarinet. You don't know what football is." Then I said, you know, defense is just a wild reaction.
Yeah.
I said, offense is a calculated attack.
That's true.
And that's why I like offense, because
Yeah.
I'm calm and calculated.
You know what
That's why we're the speed metal ninjas too. You know,
That's true.
Because we're calculated, we're calm, we sit back till it's time. When we get on stage, we're vicious, fast, and when we're done, we just disappear.
Yeah.
From the stage. We stay in the club though and support the other
That's
bands.
right,
If
that's
there's more
right.
bands playing. Because if there's one or two things that gets under my fucking thumbnail, is when bands get on shows, they play, and then they pack up and leave before the next band's even done.
And
even
it's so
when they're
wrong.
first.
Yeah.
Like they're gone by 8:30.
Yeah.
Like, where do you guys got to really go? I mean,
Yeah. We watched you, right?
yeah, is synagogue tomorrow on Wednesday or Thursday or Sunday or
Whatever day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mosque on Wednesday or.
yeah.
All right, now I keep up with your travels because Bo's always posting photos on Facebook. You always see smiling faces.
Bo's always on Facebook.
Yeah.
He's Facebook.
Hey, Facebook.
Facebook.
All right, man. I know you go to a lot of places, so I was wondering, what's some of the weirdest food you've eaten?
Weirdest food. I mean, I don't really know. I'm trying to think. go through the memory banks. I've had some difficult things in some places. We were just in Mississippi, now it's been a month ago or so, and the guy was making he called it crawfish.
Oh, okay.
Crawfish etouffee.
Oh, yeah.
And
I like etouffee, I don't like the crawfish.
I don't know what etouffee.
It's like a gravy and...
Etouffee? Is it etouffee or etouffee?
Etouffee?
Etouffee. I don't know. I used to work at a Popeyes. We pronounced it etouffee.
Hey man, how's that etouffee coming along? But to hear it, I was like crawfish etouffee. I was like, oh fuck, here we go. And then I tasted it. Man, that was really good. Because we always call them crayfish.
Yeah.
So they would always just pop up in ponds, like if there's behind a school and by our house, it would just flood, and then it would flood up, and then crayfish would just appear. I don't know where the fuck they come from. They just come out of the ground.
They come out of the ground.
Are they anywhere there's water? They come out of the ground. I mean,
so I used to play with them all the time when I was a kid.
We'd pick them up and chase the little girls with them. And just like, oh fuck, oh. And then there was some kind of crazy gumbo that I wasn't really into. But then I tried it again. It was good somewhere else. And then some weird fish. It was like was it a Chinese restaurant? It was some kind of
mung fish.
I don't know about mung.
I don't know what that is.
It definitely wasn't cuttlefish.
Yeah.
But I've had that in my mouth too. Not on purpose. I hate you. Don't do this anymore. But yeah, and that what's that shit? That gooey duck.
Gooey duck.
Out in Seattle.
Oh, I've never been out that far.
Called it gooey duck. I mean, it looks like I don't even know how to explain it, man. It looks like I don't even know. It looks like an elephant's dick cut in half. It's really strange. It's like this big and it's from a shell, like a mussel. I don't know what the fuck it is, man.
Oh, man.
It smells bad and it looks weird and it just no thank you.
Oh, man. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Oh, yeah. But that is my next question. Now, you've eaten weird food some places. Are there some places that you just never, ever, ever want to go back to again? And are you willing to tell everybody? No, places you played.
Yeah. No. Nah, man. We go anywhere. We played some really weird rooms. Some really strange backwood type areas.
All right. I mean, never places where people just went, oh, fuck you.
No.
Oh, cool.
No, you see, we kick a lot of ass on stage.
That's true.
People tend to dig it. Nah, but you got to figure too, like anywhere we go, the people bringing us in, it's metalheads that are bringing us in there.
That's true.
So even if it's a strange to us, not strange, but it still ends up being a metal show.
Yeah. All right. Well, I can think of some places I don't want to go get, but we won't get into that. But that is my question. I'm done with that.
Chad,
I got no more.
Come here.
Hey, Chad.
Is there anywhere that you wouldn't want to go back to?
No.
Okay.
Now, what's the strangest shit that you've ever eaten on the tour?
Not much. I like cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with a cheeseburger.
Okay. You like cheese and rice too.
Yes.
We were in where the fuck were we?
Hey,
Mississippi.
Come on over here.
Mississippi. We're in this place where they basically have nothing but shrimp boats.
Oh, okay.
And they just shrimp boats. So Bo and I get these awesome, like, fresh shrimp. It's amazing. It's like, shrimps, right? And the guy's like, he's like, hey man, they get the shrimp right off the boat, right over here. Freddie Knuckles, he gets the shrimp. He brings it over to this guy, and, he knows everybody in the process. And Chad gets a BLT.
Hey, safe.
Safe. They're saying, is there any food that you wouldn't eat again, like anything weird?
You met on the road, like
Jellyfish.
Oh, yeah.
I've had jellyfish.
Whoa, did it tingle your neck and throat and stuff? Or?
It's just a weird. There's not a whole lot of taste to it. It's just a weird texture, but yeah, whatever.
Any place you don't ever want to go back to again? And never play there again. It's so horrible.
Yeah, fucking Dragon's Den.
Oh, yeah, but not the town. I mean,
Yeah, not so much the town I want to go back to. It's just the Dragon's Den in New Orleans.
yeah, it's just a load in. It's a long push and then a spiral staircase.
Oh, good job.
And a narrow spiral staircase.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
Jellyfish, but he didn't have the peanut butter in jellyfish. That might be different. Or the Nutella fish.
Nutella.
Nutella fish. All right.
So you guys, what did you play last night?
We were off last night.
Off last. That's right. You were in Pittsburgh a couple of days ago. I know. I saw those.
A few days ago.
Wow.
You saw pictures from Pittsburgh?
Yeah. Gettysburg. You were on your way to Gettysburg. Yeah.
That was after Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay.
We went to Gettysburg, and then that show was canceled on Harrisburg, actually. And then we're like, well, fuck, we're close to Gettysburg. Down to Gettysburg.
Next time you're up that way, Western Pennsylvania, there's Falling Water, Frank Lloyd Wright House. That thing is awesome to take a tour.
What town's that?
People, free. I'll send it. But if you know you're going to be in that area, you might as well make the reservations. It's a nice walking tour through the woods. Go through this house built in 1920.
Frank Lloyd Wright.
You're probably going to have to
Author,
duck
right?
down. No, architect.
He's an architect, but I have to duck to get through his house.
In the bedroom.
he was a crazy
I'm telling you, he was crazy. No, the family he designed for was short.
Oh.
So the ceilings were low
No problem.
in the bedroom, and the hallways are narrow. And it's like, why would these wealthy people build something so small? But it is really cool. I mean, you look down to a hole in the living room floor, and there's stairs that go down right to the river. It flows right under the house.
Wow.
Hear the water taking it all day.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, he called his design Falling Water. Pretty neat. Well, hey, you guys got any questions? Anything you'd like to ask?
You cover everything for me now.
Okay.
You gotta go.
I tried to get creative. Bo told me to get creative. I said, I'll try.
I appreciate it, man.
All right, thank you very much.
Always good to see you, too, man.
Yeah, man. Nice talking to you guys. Always. Can't wait to get my neck wrecked. All right. Okay. Thank you.
You take a K and a E, a N and a T, a U and a C-K-Y, that spells Kentucky. It's mighty nice. You take a chicken and you kill it. You put him in a skillet. You fry him up till it's golden brown. That's southern cooking. It's mighty nice.